yeah, so that is what I got from Shein and Five and Below as far as makeup. But now I'm about to put those on my face. So if y'all wanna follow along, let's get right into this. Alright, so I already cleaned my base. So when y'all see me looking over here, it's because I'm blind. I am literally blind. I have a mirror over here. Okay, so let's get into these brows, baby. I'm going to be using the Sheglam brow. So I'm going to be using the Sheglam brow pencil and then in the shade dark brown. And let's just, I'm gonna spoolie them first to get them in the direction that I want. I have been seeing some people using freaking edge control on their eyebrows, and I was like, what is going on, girl? Hold on, I forgot to get my basic essentials out. Okay. All right, so I already spoolied my brows, so let's get into the pencil. So this is supposed to be a dark brown, but it's giving me more of a burgundy brown. I don't know. I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta start do a clip for TikTok. Alright, y'all, so I'm back. Let me go ahead and finish this brow. The front part is when I just do soft upward strokes. And that's my first brow. So I'm gonna do the other brow and I'll be back. Okay, so I am back and the brows are filled. If you watch Manny, then you know I'm talking about. Anyways, so I am back. The brows are filled. I did concealer on my eyelids. It's time to put some primer. So I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Magic Perfecting Base. This is my first time using this. I always just why do I feel like that's a lot? Let's see. I always typically feels like I'm literally rubbing nothing on my face. Okay. I always use the e.l.f. oil. I always use this the e.l.f. oil controlling primer mist. This or the Wet n Wild matte face primer. But yeah, I'm just giving this a go because this always gets good reviews. So yeah, it's just gliding on my face, makes me feel like I got nothing on, but it's not like a bad feeling. It just feels like it's like giving me a very, not gritty, but like a very soft layer to my skin, and it's like taking the oils away, so we love that. I'm just taking a really small amount because I don't want to do too much. I'm putting them in my high oily areas, which is my T-zone, and just spreading it. So I'm not sure if this is going to come out during a Vlogmas time, but so what I typically do first is my brows. I mean my eyes. I do my eyes first, and then I go on to my full base. So alright, so I'm just gonna go with a normal soft shade, like a smoky shade, and then yeah, I'm gonna go with a smoky, like a soft smoky shade, and then I'm just gonna pop a glitter in the middle, you know, to add a little cuteness. But we're just gonna do like casual look, you know, nothing too crazy. All right. So what I usually do. So I always, my try and true color that I always use in my crease to bring back my skin color, I always use the Beauty Glaze Popping Palette, and I always use this like this autumn brown shade right here, and I always just use it with a regular standard crease brush that has a soft angle. And I just lightly tap into it and then take it off, and then just like bring that color back in. Alright, so now I'm going to the other side. Alright, so now that we brought the brown back into the eyes, I'm just going to build on those browns. So, alright, so now I'm going to go into, this is the Must Have palette by Beauty Glaze, and I'm just going to, alright, so I'm going to go with this second nude brown right here. I'm just going to use a packing crease brush and just go ahead and pack into that crease. Alright, so I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and kind of make sure that those edges are not rough. And then bring back the other palette and bring that color back. And then fluff it out. Perfect, right? So this is how the base looks on this eye. Now I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm finished with the other eye and we can go ahead and put glitter in the center. So I'm going to be using the Delancey palette. I'm going to go with the shade Mysterious. So I'm just going to take a regular flat brush and let's just get right on into it. Alright. I'm not trying to like overload it with a whole bunch of glitter because I don't want none of those pieces to fall in my eye. That is nothing to play with. So let's go with the other eye. Okay, so this is the other eye. This is this eye. So the glitter does come off very easily because it is like a Vaseline type of mixture. So I would typically use glitter glue on the base, but since I'm not planning on keeping this look for a really long time, I'm just using the base by itself. But for right now, it by itself is just fine. Yep, so alright, so then I am going to go into the outer corner and just smoke it out a little bit. I'm gonna use the Poppin' Beauty Glaze and just take this darker chocolate brown and just take a little precise brush and just get into that corner. Just smoke it out. Alright, so now this is the look that we have so far, and I'm just gonna buff that out again, make sure there's no rough edges so that it doesn't look harsh, especially dealing with a smoky eye. And then we're just gonna go ahead and do that peel porn. And this is what she's giving. This is why I like using that tape. It gives you that wing without you having to use a wing. And then it's like less cleanup for you when you put your foundation on, right? So yeah, really cute. All right, so now we can just go ahead and go on to the face. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to this foundation. All right, so it says to stir it up to mix the formula, right? So I stirred it up a little bit. Time to get another makeup. I'm gonna use my painter's brush. I'm just gonna use the circle one instead and just go ahead into it. It says to, I swirled the foundation around to warm it up and get that mixture going. So I'm just going in very lightly and just go ahead and get that up in here. Wow. Okay. I like this so far. Yeah. It's melting right into the skin. Let's see. Well, it is extremely lightweight. I don't feel the heaviness of regular standard foundation. It is extremely light, as if I don't have anything on my face so far. It's not extremely heavy, so that means that it's not going to be cakey. So I love that. And if you want it to go heavy handed, you know, like because you wanted that full coverage, you can build it up to however you want. But I'm usually a light foundation type of girl. I don't really need much. I just use it to hide my imperfections in my face. But I really like this. Alright, so that is on the face. So the ways that I like to keep me from being oily is I spray setting spray during each layer. So I'm using the Hard Candy Matte Sheer Envy setting spray. It controls oils. So I'm just gonna set my face and let that dry off for a second. So I've been using the concealer in the sheer orange corrector for my dark circles under my eyes. So I just take it really. I gotta change my battery. I'll be back, y'all. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I had to change my battery, so let's go ahead. So what I was saying was I use the LA Colors color corrector in the shade orange, and I just use a very little small amount. And just dab it underneath my eyes. Where my problem areas are. Right, so that is it. I only need a little bit so that when I put my concealer on, it brightens that area. So I'm just going to go ahead and set that with some loose powder. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use this Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. And I'll just use a really small amount. You don't have to go crazy. Just enough so that that corrector is set. So that when you put that concealer over top of it, it does not move. Okay, alright, and you don't even have to bake nothing crazy. It's just for it to stay and not move, right? So she's done under the under eye, and then now we can go ahead and conceal her. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer today, even though I have Tarte Shape. I'm just gonna do my main areas. So, gotta wet my brush. Alright, so I have a really small brush. Alright, so I did that, and I also add my pomade that I also use for my eyes, for my eyelids when I carve my eyebrows. This is more of a thicker, brighter concealer. I use that under my eyes because it's lighter. Alright, so now I am going to set my under eye with that veil control powder. And this specifically under my under eyes because those are my problem areas. Alright. So I don't know if I want to try that banana powder just yet. I'm gonna wait. So let's get right into the contour. So this is the Sheglam in the shade Warm Honey, and I'm just going to give her 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That was a big baby. All right. So I use the same triangle, but I just use the other side, and I spray it with setting spray and just go to town. Here we go. I might have went crazy with it, but we're about to find it. I'm just going in circular motions, so that way it's not giving you like a whole line around your forehead. Alright, so as you can see, this kind of went a little too far this way, but that's okay because I can bring that back with some powder. It's okay. So all I gotta do is use some of my Stay Matte Rimmel London setting powder and just bring some of that white back. And just take that harshness out, and yeah. So this is the contour without the powder. This is just strictly the liquid contour. If you wanted a very like dramatic contour, you can add way more, but I don't like my contour to be very like dramatic, but I am gonna set it a little bit with my just a regular cheap standard contour palette. This one I got off Amazon. And I'm just gonna so this is what we got so far. It's about that double chin. Alright, so I usually only use the powdered blush, but since we are trying out all Shein products, I'm going to go ahead and use a very small amount of this liquid blush, and I'm just going to take it out, and it does have a lot of product on it, so I'm just going to take a little bit and just do a small amount. Alright, let's see. Might as well use the same sponge, why not? Just dampen the sponge and just so I smile when I'm doing the blush because that's the way that I know where my cheeks are. And yeah, she is blush the house down, honey. Very pretty. So let's use a little bit of this banana powder and see what it's giving. The dupe for banana powder, child. And bake a little bit under the eyes just to give it an extra oomph. Make sure she ain't going nowhere. Alright, let's see. I'm just taking a regular triangle sponge and see what she's giving. Alright, so I don't bake for long, so So the contour is there, but it's really light. I don't need like a crazy ass. I don't need a crazy ass, killer ass, blinding, you know, sickening contour. I just need a subtle contour. So I take a white concealer and I just highlight my focus areas because I want people to be drawn in. All right, and now for the part that I love the most is highlight, right? Every girl loves highlight. Well, first I gotta set this face. Give you guys what highlighter I'm going to use. So I normally, well, let's just get into it. So I was gonna use the chrome one, and being as though I'm not doing a lot of other fancy colors, I'm just gonna use the 5 and below one. So I wanted to give you guys a swatch of this one so you guys can see what it's giving. And I'm just gonna use this one on another look, but this one is very much a go get it. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one out, the W7 Ice and Bright. It doesn't have a shade name though. It's weird. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my regular highlighter brush that I always use, and I'm gonna go in a little bit, just go very lightly and see what it's giving. I mean, she's soft and subtle, not doing too much. But if you want her to be blinding, you can definitely build her right on up. But she's pretty, right? Then I take a small little crease brush, and then I always use it and put it in my brow bone with the look so that it gives you that pop. All right, and then I'm gonna take her on the nose. And I usually do put them in the inner corners, but I don't need to. She's very pretty and she stands on her own. Definitely a cop if you see this in 5 and below. Definitely get it. It's really, really pretty. So yeah, that's the makeup look, you guys, for today. Very subtle and cute. Oh, and I didn't even set my brows in place. So I use a Mega Clear mascara to set my brows into place. So, you know, the brow hairs, they don't go nowhere. And boom, voila, that's the makeup look for today. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks, you know, in the videos, or take a picture of my finished look. But thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay beautiful. Until next time.